Shalom, salam alaikum, and shanti. My, my, my house, my wife, my husband, my job, my career, my, 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 my house. Is there really anything like that? Is there really any truth that will help us clarify if I, you, or any of us truly own anything? Namaste again. I recognize God in you as I pray you recognize God everywhere and anywhere you are. God is omnipresent. Hence, that is the owner. God is the owner of everything. For it is in God we do what? We live, we move, all our activities moving, our exchanging, our trying to figure things out. This movement right now, this conversation is a movement, this giving and receiving. It is happening in God, the owner. So we continue with this beautiful conscious soul session, divine dialogue, to help one another realize how we activate our true liberation and empowerment, how we resurrect the truth, the true me, the true you, how we resurrect our collective ancestry, how we recover, reclaim, and restore our true identity. I love the word resurrect because this is what every season, every morning we arise, anytime you are in your right mind and you recognize it is God, not you, who woke yourself up, you are in a resurrection place. You are resurrecting. You are growing into the truth of Christ's likeness. So you would see on the screen today, Heavenly Couples Easter Gathering. Every time we gather, especially we say on Sunday, it's supposed to be the resurrection day, according to, again, the Christian mainstream calendar that they follow. Every Sunday represents the day Yahushua, Jesus the Christ, resurrected. However, we should put this more pragmatically clear as Jesus would want us to. Jesus says, I lay down my life. No one forces him to do it. And that's Yehoshua. But I and you, yes, we may go to bed willingly because we are tired, or our body suggests to us, our clock, our redeeming clock within us is time to lay down, to rest. As the Bible says, God even rested. So, but every morning, somehow we wake up. Some of us claim we wake up because our alarm bell or because of the job we need to do. Again, there comes that word, my job, my alarm, my room, my house, my. Especially, unfortunately, the language is so frivolous here in, we say, the West, the United States particularly, and it's now filtering everywhere. Everybody becoming selfish, individualism, you know, that's supposed to be the benchmark for Judeo-Christianity, that you must be saved, work out your own soul salvation. And it is so contradictory to what Yehoshua brought as our. When Jesus was asked, Yehoshua was asked about how we should communicate to our creator, the divine creator. We say, the Bible writes, the English version says father, not a man, not a male figure. This is so important because this has cajoled us, just like words like we say Christmas, Easter, and we don't really stick with it. So God is God is the owner, which is life in God, which is spirit we don't see, but coming through each one of us. So let's check ourselves. Let's help one another refine and unveil the divine language that really helps us connect purposefully and truly to be in love, to be yoked as one, to be in divine union. And that language is always our, us, or we are all owners, co-owners. Hence again, the scripture, particularly the Bible, the New Testament, the epistles of Paul to the Romans, let us know clearly that we are what? All joint heirs, co-owners, co-creators of that which God, the universe, life, existence, wants, desires. We are co-creators, so we have responsibility. We have been endowed with the responsibility to respond divinely, to respond wholesomely, to be holy as the creator. So our language has to be holy too, shouldn't it? Yes, it has to be, and it is becoming more holy. It's not by emotion. That is where true restoration really needs to take place. How we control or how we facilitate, how we manage, if there's a word, manage your emotions, the thoughts that's coming through. From whence they come, sometimes you don't know. But we know emotions come about when we allow feelings, again, and thoughts, memories, or things we believe in, or some, mental exercise generates, yes, emotion is a mental exercise to an extent. But when we go beyond the capacity, when we improve the capacity and capability to recognize that these are just fleeting emotions, they come and go, like persons would say, my house, my job, my wife, my car. For a period, you have temporary custody. It is called stewardship. You own nothing. I own nothing. We own nothing. Temporary what? Stewardship, custody, to take care of, and to share. Taking care of means when you care for somebody, you are sharing the gift that you have within you. Your uniqueness comes through when we share that which we've been graced or privileged to take custody of, to be stewards over. You can never take the land anywhere, no matter how you say my land, okay? Quote unquote, Father Bayo, yes, Spirit Drummer has land in, we say Africa, Cameroon, Nigeria, those places, big land. Can I bring it to the America? No. The only way I can transfer it is if I sell it and somebody buys it, then I take the money, which again is worth nothing. The money. It's not the land. The money I will spend. Or if I invest it, okay, we want to make money as if it has life. It has no life. It is not the true currency of life. The true currency is these words we use. That's what determines things. Words. In the beginning was the word. The word, the spoken word came forth. Now it is a written word. And we must be careful about the written word before we quote it and use it. Let us do our best to examine it properly. My, and minds are not the words we need to help build a beautiful world collectively as universal siblings. The only time my and minds comes in is when you're taking true accountability, responsibility for a wrong, for something that has gone wrong. What Satan, this is Satan, that opposing force, that immature growing process, when we are still in that, we don't know how to take responsibility for mistakes, misalignment. That's where you say, it is me, my bad. I made the mistake. But every other thing, do your best to do like Yehoshua. Father, forgive them. Do your best to give the glory somewhere else to God, God in the other. It is ours. And so we end here today for elevation session, this conscious soul session, is to help us elevate our consciousness, especially the Christ true parental heavenly wholesome consciousness, where we can really give and receive with God every day, everywhere, every nanosecond, because God is ever present with all of us, not with some of us or not with one of us. Back to my God, why have you forsaken me? You see, Jesus took responsibility personally. What he was feeling, he made it personal. He didn't say, our God, our God. In a way, Jesus was saying, I've done my best. I don't know what else to do. And you will enter that position too. I will enter that position. We all will, if we sincerely understand these two differences, that my is for me to take responsibility, and our, when we use the word we and our or us, is to share the grace, the goodness, not to include others into my failure or into my burden. No, no. The only time I include others in my situation is when I am sharing God's glory, doing good works, and when I am praying for them without them knowing I am praying for them. And so let's do this together. Let's uplift the goodness of God that is truly within each one of us. That goodness comes through every time we are able to capture ourselves, catch ourselves, let's use that word, or capture that old divisive thinking or feeling that wants to hunker down on me, myself, and I philosophy of salvation, forgetting that Ubuntu code, which is Jesus Yeshua's code, the heavenly parent code, that without you, I don't exist. Without the other, hence, we are clear in this beautiful conscious souls season or session that we are to recognize collective joint ownership and help each other to rise to where Yehoshua, God wants us to do greater works together, greater works than what Yehoshua did. And the only way we're going to do that, I am not going to individually surpass Yahushua's work. No, I don't. It's not to say no, but that's not the purpose. That's not all to be more popular like Jesus or say, yo, I'm doing great works. No, the only way we can, in a way, match up to what Yahushua had left us, deposited in our spirit, is to first accept it. When Jesus says, you to come, you are here now, you are going to appear after me on this earth. I've done greater work. I've done great work, says Jesus, Yahushua. But more than this, he said, greater work than this, than what he did. So how do we do that? If we get stuck in I, me, myself, and I, we're not going to do greater work. But when we rise to what we call horsepower, US, universal siblings, universal spirits, I and you, when we rise up to the realm of true friendship, that's what a joint hairs are persons who are truly friends. Nothing comes between them. Nothing separates them because God is their link. Love, God, which is love, is their link. Their language now becomes what? We, us, togetherness. We transcend me, myself, and I. And we transcend all belief systems. So this could be your resurrection day. Yes, it can, if you pay a little attention and just surrender to, wow, I don't know what is making me listen, but just listen with a godly ear. Not your ear, not me, myself, no, but with this godly ear, God within you, God within me, want to have an exchange, a joyful exchange beyond me, myself, and I narrative. So my job, my house, my car, my this, my career, my this, that's what makes persons become dictators. They don't want to give up power. Oh, I am the CEO, I am the president, I am the legislator, I am the judge, I am. Is that what you really are? No. Those are servant level positions that you should be willing to give up so that you can embrace the glory that is more than that singular word, me, mine, mine, mine. Let us change and resurrect the true language of us power, US, universal siblings, united siblings, universal, because God is the God of the universe. God actually is the universe. Namaste. Peace, shalom, salam alaikum. I own nothing. Naked I came. Naked you came. All of us. And what? Naked we shall return. And that's good news. I don't need to carry all these things with me. all the treasures we've accumulated on earth. We say, oh, it will decay. Look at the Jerusalem temple, the best example for us to look at. It was supposed to be, they say God's home. Really? Such a mockery. It is a mockery. The biggest mockery, highest mockery. If you've been, don't feel bad. Yeah, many of us were cajoled into thinking somehow God is locked up in the house, just like many of you think my church, that's only where God is. And that's a lie of lie. God is everywhere. God is our fresh air today, our sunlight today, the water, the rivers, everything, the land, the weeds, everything, the plants for the healing of the nation. God is everywhere. Let us release ourselves from this narrow, myopic me, myself, and I thinking you own anything. No, you're going to leave this earth, and it's a joyful thing. Yes, I'm going to leave this earth like the pharaohs left this earth, thinking they were going to carry, Tutankhamun. They finally discovered all the riches he thought he was going to take with him. And still many do the same. They do that in Nigeria and Africa. They bury people with their Humvees, their Mercedes-Benz, and really? Thank God that grave robbers go in there and say, listen, no, this is this is for the earth. This is for us to use. This is not going with nobody anyway. So catch yourself when you enter, especially that my Jesus. Really? Your Jesus is our, not yours. It's for everyone. Even those who may not believe, he came for them. That's why he forgave them in particular. Actually, he forgave those of us who thought we knew him, who thought we were doing the right thing by killing him, which is unfortunately what is still going on in Palestinian land. People killing others in the name of they own something. Look at that. In the name of they own the land. This is my father's land. Really, the world is for us to share. And the more we can rise to that, that's the greater works we're going to do. Let's improve our language. You're doing it. I know you are. I love you so much. And hence, I see God in you. I pray you see Yahushua also in me, doing something good to help one another recognize that it is not me, or I. Everybody has I am in there. It is about us. Peace. Shalom. Salam alaikum. And shanti. Resurrect today. Yes, you can. The Christmas season is for resurrection. Every season. Thanksgiving, every season is for us to